With route blockages, driver fatigue, and tough trail conditions, Section 5 would end up being the most challenging section for me on the BDR. But the struggle makes the reward that much sweeter. There is incredible beauty in this section to be seen, from the white rocks towering above you to the mountains in the distance that completely surround you. This is Section 5 of the Washington BDR. My morning started early so I could make sure I took full advantage of the daylight. This made for an incredible sunrise over Lake Chalan. This was the first time on the entire BDR that I came across any bigger wildlife like this.
Been a really good push so far in Section 5, probably 15 to 20% through the trail right now. I'm on Cooper Mountain, which is 5,800 feet of elevation, and I didn't think I was going to be able to see Lake Chalan again, so quite the treat. It's beautiful. I learned this last night. Lake Chalan has 109 miles of shoreline. It's a massive lake, and it's the third deepest lake in the United States, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the views are insane. Lake Chalan, I can see the enchantments in the back. There's, unfortunately it's wildfire smoke, but it gives a really cool like depth of field to all the mountains as they become more distant. Beautiful spot. This would be an incredible spot to camp. There's I don't know, you can fit quite a few rigs up here. Marking this for sure. Feel bad, those cows just wouldn't get out of the way. I was hoping they would just stop on the side of the road and I could pass them, but they ran for quite a while and I was just following. But they finally figured it out. God, I just got so much dust in here. This section of 5 is like really silty, so it kicks up dust like crazy. It's really soft, and I can't breathe because I didn't get the windows up in time. Yeah, it's really bad. I can't see anything. Well, I'm just stuck here until the dust settles. Oh my God, it's so dusty in here. So there's a massive bulldozer in my way, and it is broken and not moving. So I have to backtrack quite a bit actually, and there's a way around it, but it's gonna add a lot of time. So I'm really glad I made as much progress as I did earlier today, because it's all gonna get eaten up now. I mean, not those guys' fault, obviously, but it is a little frustrating. So I'm almost done with section 5. Once you get over Woody Mountain, there's not much to see. These trees are really tall and there's really no view, no, there's a lot of logging happening in the area. So right now there's a lot of silt, and it was kind of disgusting to get through, just because it was like the Bronco was filthy inside. It's just covered in dust. But anyways, I'm a few hours late on lunch, so I wanted to stop and have a PB&J before I finish up this trail. I think the rest of it might be pavement. Section 5, there's been a
substantial amount of pavement. I've been surprised. But this has actually been one of my favorite sections. I think 3 was my favorite and this second. I really, really enjoyed this. It's been a cool section of the BDR. So the plan is to wrap up section 5 and then start on section 6 today. Thankfully, there's been a lot of pavement, so I've been able to keep the pace up pretty well. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get into section 6 by tonight. The reason I'm pushing so hard is I have to be home tomorrow night. So if I can start section 6, that means I have less that I have to do tomorrow to get to the border. And then I have a 6-hour drive home. So that's kind of my game plan, my thought process behind completing the rest of the BDR. Anyways, I'm gonna shovel this down and we'll finish up section 5. I think there's only like 10 or 15 miles left. I can't tell you how nice on a trip like this to where I'm on and off road all day long, how nice it is to have something like the Morphlate. I had a really cheap compressor, so hopefully if you don't have the Morphlate, you have something a little bit better, but it took me 40 minutes to air up. Now it's taken me 10 with all the setup and all that. Not to mention all 4 tires at once. There's no monitoring it because it has its own pressure gauge in there that'll automatically shut off at whatever PSI you determine. And then all the tires end up at the same PSI. It's been so nice to have that. If you're interested in getting yourself one, there's a link in the description. Well, there it is, BDR complete.